Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. We're inside my grow room, and I've just finished cleaning up my hydroponic system. And I thought that maybe there are some of you that didn't know what hydroponics are, or is rather. So let's make a video about hydroponics. So what is hydroponics really? It is a method of growing plants without soil, using nutrient-rich water instead. This way, plants get exactly what they need to thrive, and it's a game changer for farming. There are several types of hydroponic systems, each with its own strengths. The nutrient film technique, or NFT, uses long, narrow channels to deliver a constant flow of nutrient-rich water to plant roots. This method is great for leafy greens and herbs. Deep water culture, or DWC, involves suspending plant roots in a water bath with an aerator to add oxygen. This method works well for plants like tomatoes and cucumbers. Ebb and flow, or flood and drain systems, periodically flood the growing area with nutrient-rich water. And drip irrigation systems deliver water directly to the roots, minimizing waste. Each system has its own advantages and disadvantages. So, what are the benefits of hydroponics? For one, plants grow faster, up to 30% faster than in soil, because they get a constant supply of nutrients. Hydroponics also uses less water, which is a huge advantage in some areas where water is scarce. Since plants are grown in a controlled environment, there's less need for pesticides and other chemicals. And because hydroponics can be done in urban areas, it can help bring fresh produce to city dwellers. In the water solution that we have here, as opposed to starting them in soil, it's more efficient for the plants and definitely easier for the person doing the growing. So what we're going to do is start some seeds that we will be growing inside the grow room, but we will also be growing outside. Once the plants germinate and get big enough, we will transfer them to soil until they get big enough, and then we'll put them outside. So some of the plants that we're going to do: Savannah mustard, purple top turnip, American purple top rutabaga, the cilantro. Now, cilantro is going to stay inside the greenhouse. It's going to stay inside the grow room. We will not be transplanting it outside. And we have more lettuce. This one is butter crunch. We have bok choy. Now I have some bok choy growing over up under the grow lights, and I started them about 3 weeks ago, and they're not looking very good. So I figure let's give it a shot in the hydroponic system and see if they would do better. We have some more cauliflower in the form of Romanesco. This is a giant cabbage, and it is supposed to get anywhere from 17 to 37 pounds. Now, you may ask, Moses, why grow something that big? I'm interested to see how big I can actually get it to grow. These are Hilton Chinese cabbage. I have some Chinese cabbage inside also, and again, not doing very well. And here's another lettuce that we're going to grow inside as well. So we're going to go ahead and make these labels, and then we're going to put them into the system. Instead of getting nutrients from the soil, plants in hydroponic systems receive precisely balanced minerals directly through the water. The roots may be suspended in the nutrient solution or supported by inert growing medium like perlite, coconut coir, or rock wool. Some key points: no soil is used. Nutrients are delivered through the water. Plants often grow faster and use less water than traditional soil gardening. It's commonly used for vegetable, herbs, and leafy greens. So here in my zone, Florida zone 9A or 8B, what works best? Well, there are some climate factors that matter. Heat and humidity can stress soil plants and cause disease. Heavy rains leach nutrients from containers. Long growing season, it's a big advantage for both methods, either in-ground or raised beds or hydroponically. Pest year round. Soil pests are constant no matter the time of year. The best crops for each method. In hydroponics, the best crops are leafy greens such as lettuce, spinach, arugula, and kale, herbs such as basil, cilantro, mint, and parsley, fruit crops such as strawberries, cherry tomatoes, and cucumbers, and Asian greens. The roots stay cooler, no nutrients wash out because of rain, and there are fewer pests such as nematodes. And lastly, all of these can be grown indoors or in shade during the summer. Hopefully you can see pretty well, but as you can see, we got all of our seeds in. Primarily on top, we got the leafy green veggies in, and on the bottom down here, we got our cilantro and our larger plants such as the brassica, I'm sorry, the Romanesca broccoli. So if this goes according to plan, hopefully, what I'm going to do in the near future is start all my seeds this way, and then the ones that I will be transplanting outside, I'll go ahead and remove them from the system and put them in soil and get them up and running before we put them outside. So I hope you enjoyed the video while we discuss exactly what hydroponics is and the pros and a few cons of its use. For me personally, I like I like it because I can start problematic seeds inside and then transfer them outside. Some of my problematic seeds that I have problems with are like squash and Chinese cabbage and stuff like that. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and I will reply. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, take a moment to consider doing so. I can grow a lot of food by myself, but I cannot grow the channel without your help. If you do decide to subscribe, don't forget to hit the like notification bell all so you'll be notified whenever I upload new content.